Here's our property. Now there's the barn over there, and here's our screen. We're trying to get burnt out with it. So we have a chili right over there. We have a camper, and we're trying to build out a house. And we are trying to see a nanny radio.
So as we've been feeling better, and as we're realizing we really need some laundry because the laundromat around here probably doesn't want coronavirus people coming in, we decided to figure out our washer-dryer hookup since we have our shed all dried in. So we'll have Ryan tell you a little about that, but that's pretty much what's been going on, not much. So that's why there's not been much going up. We'll get you some more info on what we did more with the shed. It's dried in, like I said. It's not done. There's a few more things we want to do, but we're going to start focusing on framing the house. So that's what's not been going on. So we'll have Ryan explain what we did with washer and dryer. I'm so excited to do laundry. That is such a strange phrase for me to say, but I am very excited. We just did a test run, so I'm about to get this thing going, and it's like Christmas for me right now. I'm super excited to do laundry that's only 50 feet from where we live, so that's really fun.
Next time we'll get it indoors for you. How about that?
It's just moving up. We're progressing every time, you know? Like, no big deal, you know?
I'm going to walk you through how we hooked up the washer, dryer, water, electric, all that stuff. I'm going to try to keep it real simple and real brief. So first step is dryer. So the dryer, first of all, uses 220 volts, right, not your 110. So the 220, I didn't really want to run another wire in the ground. We already have one going to the well, which is directly behind the wall. So just the wire alone was like $250. You have to get the UV or UFB rating so it can be buried, direct burial. And the wire is pretty hefty for 220. For 30 amp, I think it's like a 10-3 wire. So anyways, what we did was we actually pulled the wire in from the well and split off that. So technically the dryer is connected to the well circuit. I know you're already thinking of, wow, that's way too much juice on the one circuit. It's one 30 amp circuit, or breaker. And so what we did was we installed a shutoff for the well. So that anytime that you're using the dryer, we'll make sure to shut off the well. And it's kind of it's not ideal, but I think it beats buying another wire, burying another wire, just to be temporary electricity at your 220. So that's how we did the dryer, invented it, of course. As far as the washer goes, that's 110, and we need water and we need a drain. So again, we're right here by the well, so we just split off another hose to feed into here. It's only cold water because we don't have a water heater connected to the well, but I think we'll be okay. And then for the 110 volt electricity, again, didn't want to buy another wire and bury another wire. So right now, it's going to be plugged up temporarily with extension cord, along with the lights and the switch and things like that in here. It's going to be run off of an extension cord until we have more permanent hookups. We can run electricity that way. And so then that leaves the drain for the water, which we just plumbed it right out the building, draining exactly where our gray water is draining from our camper.
Okay, something else I'm going to show you, just a few little issues we had with the washer. We do have a little bit of a newer washer. We got it last May. It's a Maytag, but it is on, you know, like a digital sensor for things. So there were a few issues we did have hooking up. The first thing is we do not have hot water, like Ryan mentioned, but we couldn't leave the hot water dangling because one of the issues is if it doesn't sense that water is inputting into that, it won't run. So we have this just on a splitter. So we have both water going to both, even though we know it's not hot and we won't use it. Second issue we had was your drain spout. You can't just leave it dangling low or it will not fill. So we had to make sure that pipe was high enough. If you have an older washer, that might help with your hookup. If you're doing some kind of an outside system like this, because you don't have to worry about those sensors kind of cautioning and stopping everything. You just know you can turn it on and go. So we're just gonna normal, cold, probably regular. All right, let's try it out. We did a cleaning cycle to make sure everything was filling and spinning and all that. So, that's such a good sound. It's kind of dirty. I'm gonna go watch that. It's kind of gross. So that's it. So keep tuned. As we're feeling better, we are gonna get to framing and getting more on the housework. So we'll get you some updates on that.